So I was playing in the biblical timeline again. And first, one discovery, Esther, by the time she saves the Jews, had been married for 7 years, marrying Ahasuerus in the 7th year of his reign. Oh my gosh, 2 more sevens. Look at that. Now, I was in the biblical timeline working out what year we're currently in. And what I've discovered is that we're currently in the year 5,999, but you must exclude the amount of time that Jesus was here, because we're technically in the year 6,031, but God paused the clock from Mary's conception, so we have to subtract that, which gives us the year 5,999. That is the end of the 6th day. So let's see how I got there. Now, originally I had Jesus being born in 3 BC, right? Because that's the most popular date. But then I looked at 6 BC, and it turns out that that date is also good at the Feast of Trumpets, or Rosh Hashanah, with a mid-Hanukkah conception. So the 7th year of the 7th month of Artaxerxes' decree came, and that was 457 BC. So if you look, and that's historically, okay? So that puts us, per my time clock, is the year 3,550 from the sin. Now, Mary's conception happens in the year 399, so December 20th. So we're pausing the clock, and then Jesus comes, and he's born in the year 4000, September 13th of 6 BC. A year and a half later, we got the wise men coming to bring Jesus their gifts, okay? So that's going to be Passover 4 BC. Jesus 1.5. Historically, Herod passes away in March, April of 4 BC, and that would make perfect sense. So he orders for the children under 2 to be unalived. Jesus is 1.5. Herod passes away shortly thereafter. Now, if we go to the crucifixion, which takes us to the year 4032 from the sin, we've got Jesus being 31.5. Then we have to include the amount of time that she was conceived for. So we're going to have to subtract that 32.4 years or whatever it is. And then we've got the crucifixion happening in Passover in the year 27 AD, which is 483 years from the Artaxerxes decree. And lo and behold, Pontius Pilate was in office from roughly 26 to 36 AD. So the last year on the time clock, we pause at 399. We resume it at the end of the crucifixion. So we remove that amount of time from our current year, which actually brings us to the year 1999. So the current year being 6,031, but because of that conception time, we remove that. Then we put the timestamps together, and we're at the end of the 6th day.